I had thought long and hard about doing this song, and it's called, you might notice, House of the Rising Sun. I did it on my second record, which was 20 years ago, and you can find that on my website. I called it House New Orleans because when I heard the song, I heard a guy named Roscoe Holcomb do it, and he just totally transformed the song for me. You probably know House of the Rising Sun the way the Animals did it, the way Bob Dylan did it, the way a lot of people still do it, which is a great version. I don't get tired of hearing that. But when I heard Roscoe do this song, it really clicked with me. And so I took my name, House of New Orleans, from him instead of calling it House of the Rising Sun. But after I recorded the song a few years later, I found this fantastic book called Chasing the Rising Sun. And it's by a gentleman named Ted Anthony. He's a great writer. And he actually wrote a book about this song and his experience with the song, where the song led him, how many different versions. I think Ted might be watching tonight, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think he compiled over 500 copies of House of the Rising Sun, CDs or whatever, of people doing the song, and bought several hundred books about folk music, researching it, and traveled all over. So he actually met Roscoe Holcomb's family, the guy that I sort of based my version on. But what this book is about to me, and I want to spend a little bit talking about it because it's important to me. When I talked about my friend Tim Sultan's book about Sonny's Bar, that book is about Sonny's Bar, but it's about so much more. And this book is about so much more. It's about the connection, like how, one song that just seems, okay, well that's a song, whatever, but when you start to think about it and you research it and follow the paths that it leads you down, it can't even be a song, it can be anything. It could be a car or anything, like anything in your house, anything old, you go, well, where did that come from? And you research it and it takes you down that path. So I'm not being very articulate about it here, but I will say that the coolest thing was earlier today, I actually found Ted on Facebook, just out on a whim. I was like, let me see if I can find this guy. And we have exchanged some messages today, and this is our first connection of talking. So after all these years, I recorded the song in 2000, I got this book in 2006, and all these years later, here we are, I'm playing the song for you and telling you about the book. So I think I've said enough about this, except I want to send this song out to all the people over the years that have covered this song that you've never heard their versions, okay? And the reason why that song is with me now is because I found it on some obscure album and I interpreted it. Not the way the Animals did, but just made my own version out of it. So I'll stop talking now and I'll play you House in New Orleans. Oh, I gotta take my ring off for this. I have to go high. She's okay with me taking the ring off. There's a house in
rain. You can meet me down on Rampart Street on the corner of Domain. Yeah, I'm going back to old New Orleans. I believe my race has run. I'm gonna spend all the rest of my wicked days there beneath the rising sun.
House in New Orleans.